Holy shit. Donald Trump just announced this morning that he will be appointing Kevin Warsh as the new Fed chair. Man, when I read that news, I was super excited. Like, literally, I was excited about it. I'm not even excited for the reasons that you might think. Am I excited that, to hear about the comments about Bitcoin and how, his outlook on Bitcoin's role in the economy and how it could be utilized? Yes, I think all of those things are great. Those things are very exciting. Those things are very bullish if you are a crypto enthusiast or somebody that's participating in the crypto market. But here's what I like me, I'm one of these guys, and listen, I'm an entrepreneur, man, and I'm a visionary. And when I deal with issues or problems, like I'm always like looking wider. I'm looking at the forest. I'm not focusing on the tree. I'm always looking at the forest. Okay. And here's where I'm at right now with this, and this is why I'm excited with Kevin Warsh being appointed to the as the new Fed chair. Now, obviously, he has to get, uh, go through the process. It's not for certain, but he's probably going to be our new Fed chair. Here's where I'm excited. When I think about our economy, the American economy, I visualize this like busted up airplane. If like I got kids, okay, and if you have kids, you're gonna remember this movie. But if you've ever watched Madagascar 2, Escape from Africa, I think it's called, and when they're trying to get off, leave Africa, they have this cargo plane, and this thing, like, dude, you would not want to get on this plane if your life depended on it. And I don't even know how the thing worked, but they were able to put this plane together and launch it. And I think of our economy that way. It's like, it's just busted up. I don't know how it's even flying right now. They're just kind of piecing this thing together. And if our economy's in that shape, I think it's important that we put somebody flying the plane that has a lot of experience flying those types of airplanes, if that makes sense. Okay. And that's who Kevin Warsh is. Okay. That's who he is. Look, people are saying that, oh, he's going to be a Trump yes man, and he's just going to do whatever Trump says, and he's just going to come in to lower the rates, and that's why he's being brought in. Hey, I hope he does lower the rates, because that'll kind of start the transition of what we need to transpire, right? But I don't think that that's why Trump chose him, right? I don't think that that's why Trump picked him. Again, looking at the shape of our economy and visualizing it as this busted up plane, Trump gave him the nod because Kevin Warsh was right there in 2008 during the financial crisis that took place. And I would even argue that that time period, 2008, 2009, was one of the most crucial financial periods in American history. It was huge. And the bankers of this era, the guys that were working in this era, they experienced something that I don't think that these current people understand. And so that's why I love Kevin Warsh, is because he was there for that ride. And it wasn't just like he was there. I mean, he was young. He was a young guy. I think he was the youngest person to ever be appointed to the Federal Reserve. He's it's not like he's new to the Federal Reserve, okay, guys? He's been there for quite some time. And when he was first appointed to the board, he was like 30 something years old. And all of these critics came out and spoke out against him. But there was a reason why they put him in that position. There was the same reason why he was an advisor to the presidents. I think he worked under Obama. He worked under Bush. Guys, this isn't some rookie that's coming in to run the Federal Reserve that's just going to do everything that Trump says. That's not what kind of guy he is. If you look at his history, he's very outspoken against some of the policy that, like quantitative easing, for example. He's been very outspoken against that. And some might argue that, hey, this is like kind of like a bearish sign, right? They're bringing in this guy who's verbally said that he's opposed to quantitative easing, right? He doesn't believe in it as much, you know. But um, again, I think this is big, not just for right now, but for where our economy is heading. Okay, and that's why Trump put him in place. Listen, you don't call a firefighter unless there's a fire starting, right? Like you see smoke, you see a little bit of flame, you pick up the phone and you dial 911 and you call a firefighter. You're not going to do that if there's no fire present. I think they understand. They smell the smoke right now. They can see the beginning stages of the fire. So they're bringing in an experienced firefighter to help them navigate what our economy is about to go through. Because it's not, I wish I could tell you that it's going to be pretty. It's not. Listen, what we are about to go through is not going to be pretty. We are completely changing our financial system. This has been happening. It's not just like a overnight thing that now all of a sudden we're going to have this new economy. Guys, you know how long it takes for this process to play out? It's been in the works for years. It's not like a speedboat that can just turn on the drop of a dime. No, this is like a major cargo ship that takes time to turn around. It just so happens that we're almost all the way turned around right now. And again, when we can get somebody like Kevin Warsh, who's been experienced in these financial crisis situations, to help us navigate and create new policy, to me, that's a very, very bullish signal, right? To me, I'm excited about that because I don't want some yes man in there. You know, I don't want just some person in there just to kind of fill a seat. And again, I don't believe that that's who we got. Okay. So, but the, nevertheless, it doesn't, here's the thing. Yes, it's a great move, in my opinion. But that doesn't take away from the fact that we still have work to do. Okay. It's why I started this YouTube channel. Okay, guys, I've been so deep diving into this for the last year and a half. I joined this academy with Coach JV. Man, I love this guy, the stuff that he preaches and shares and the systems he uses and all of it. I already knew that something needed to be done after I read the book by Ray Dalio, The Changing World Order. I already knew that we were in trouble. I was just blessed and fortunate to be able to find this group that Coach JV had put together. If you're unfamiliar with him, go check him out. He's on Instagram, YouTube. Go check him out. Watch his content. It's all great stuff. But the point that I'm making, guys, is that we don't have a ton of time. Okay. I personally believe we have until 2030. Okay. That's my thoughts. I think we have until 2030. It's kind of ironic that this new Fed chair, his term expires in 2030. Right. But the whole point of why I created this channel was because I felt that there was a sense of urgency to get the message out and to help other people that aren't aware of what is taking place. Listen, I come from a barber background. Okay, guys, I cut hair for the long part of my career. I was fortunate to think that I could do bigger and see that I can do bigger. And I expanded in from just being a barber to opening multiple businesses. But now I'm like, man, as a father, as somebody that has employees and people that look up to me and students and all of those things, I feel like this weight or this sense of need to ensure that other people are not going to be left behind because the train is leaving the station. It is the train is there right now, but it will be leaving soon. And it's just a matter of whether or not you're going to get on the train or not. The economy, like, dude, our financial system is changing, whether you like it or not. You go read the headlines. I'm not a big headlines guy, but they're slipping it in over and over and over and over again. It's here. It's happening. Everything's going to be tokenized. Everything's going to be on the blockchain. The new payment systems are being set up. It's here, guys. So we can either just sit back and watch it take place, or we can start making decisions today that our future self is going to appreciate. It's super, super important that you guys understand this. And I know a lot of the subscribers that watch my channel, that they're, a lot of them currently understand this. But if you're new to this, then please, there's a couple of things that you must do. You must understand that you have a limited amount of time to, I didn't want to call it invest your money, but to grow your money. Guys, you think by 2030, when the AI technology is so advanced and you decide, hey, I'm going to start investing my money, I'm going to get into the stock market, or I'm going to get into the cryptocurrency space. Do you think that you're going to be able to execute a trade faster than AI? It ain't going to happen. It is not going to happen. And right now, the opportunity that you have in front of you, where there's like, dude, the crypto market space right now has, I don't know, 2 point something trillion in it. It's expected to be over $100 trillion in the future. $100 trillion. Can you imagine if you bought one or two projects that are going to be part of the new financial system? If you invested in those today, and where the market cap's at 2 point whatever trillion dollars it is today, and 5-10 years from now, however long it takes to play out, when the market cap's at 100 trillion, can you imagine what the price appreciation would be on those projects? Like, that's just simple math. That's not even looking at all of the other things, like, and some of the adoption that's going to take place, or really doing a deep dive. Like, yeah, listen, I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm huge on XRP. I love XRP. I believe that it's going to be part of our future financial system. And so that's why, for me, every spare dollar that I can, I dollar cost average into XRP every single day, putting a little bit of money in. Right now, the market's down. It dropped yesterday. I bought even more, because I understand that if I'm able to invest the money today, and I can just sit tight and not pay attention to the charts, not pay attention to all the up and down stuff that's going on, and not be emotional about it, but I can understand that I'm protecting the future of my family, then I'm okay investing that money, knowing that there's going to be appreciation later on down the road. And listen, when I got into this 3 to 6 year timeline, I'm only 1.5 years in. I still got a year and a half to go. Right. And so some people are like when you get into online and social media, there's all the negativity, all the guys that are just here and they're dropping the negative comments, and crypto's over, and you're a clown, and all of this stuff, all of that negative sentiment. I don't even pay attention to it. Those guys are in it for the wrong reasons. The group that I'm in, the people that I run in circles with, we celebrate when the market's down. We are all taking full advantage of this every single day. Like, we have a chat online, and that's all we talk about, is like looking at the charts, looking at the prices. When can we buy more? When it's going to dip? One guy's like, oh, I bought at this, and we're jealous. Like, oh man, you backed your truck up and loaded up, man. I couldn't get in. I had my target set at this price, whatever. Take advantage of the opportunity while nobody's paying attention. Nobody's paying attention right now, guys. Nobody's paying attention to the crypto space. And crypto isn't the only opportunity. There's other opportunities. I suppose if there's other areas in your life that you have to get in order first, maybe those things need to get taken care of. Like, I'll just use myself as an example. Before I was even able to open my business, the barber college, guys, my finances were not in order. I was 3 months behind on my electric bill at the shop. I was 3 months behind on credit card payments. I mean, I just was like all over the place. I was making a ton of money, but I was just blowing it as soon as I made it. Blowing it as soon as I made it. Because I had this abundance mindset, right? As a barber, I was like, man, I could just go to work and make $1,000. Like, well, I just do, you know? But then I would just spend it. I had no idea what I was doing. And thankfully, and I'm not telling you to use this as an example, but thankfully somebody introduced me to the Dave Ramsey baby steps. And I followed the baby steps to get out of debt. And it sucked. It was hard. I remember going to the grocery store with an envelope, and I think I had like $120 in it. That was my budget for grocery shopping. And I had coupons and all of the stuff, and I'm like walking up to the register, and I'm going to pay for my food, and it was like 120 and 57 cents. And the lady was like, and all I had was $120. That was all I literally, it was all I had. And I was like, hey, can you take a banana off? And so she like took one banana off the bunch, and it was still like 120 and 18 cents. And I was like, can you take another banana off? And like the people in line behind me must have thought like, man, this poor guy. I signed up for it. That's what I wanted. I was trying to get out of debt so that I can open up another business and move my family across the country to go start this new business. It was that serious for me. And when it becomes that serious for you, you're willing to make changes in your life to put yourself in a better situation. That's what I did for me. Man, I can't tell you how many times I was putting stuff on Facebook Marketplace and guys were messaging me like, man, what are you gonna do? Sell the kids next? I was selling everything. I was selling everything that I had. When I moved my family to South Dakota and I stayed behind in this house, I was sleeping on a mattress because air mattress because I sold the bed set. If you open the fridge, all there was enough food to get through the week. Guys, it takes what it takes. It takes what it takes. And if you're not willing to do what it takes, then you can't expect to get or to receive the benefit of the hard work that most people are putting in. These guys that you see that are extremely successful, it's not luck. It's not luck. Listen, I'm not a millionaire right now, okay? Not at all. Not that I will be, but I'm not. But I have plenty of friends that are. And the one thing that they all have in common is they're all super disciplined. They're not spending money on dumb stuff. They are not spending money. Some of them are the most frugal people that I know. And that's why they're millionaires. They're so disciplined in their approach to life. Like, what do they say? There's more people that have there's more millionaires than there are people that have a six-pack. Why is that? Because the amount of discipline that is required to have a six-pack, man, it's hard. I'm trying to get one right now. It is hard. I've lost 20 pounds since December 1st. Do you know how many times I've had to sacrifice wanting to eat a slice of pizza, wanting to have something like cheese or like something that might taste a little bit enjoyable? I've been drinking water and black coffee, meat, vegetables, or fruit, salt and pepper. That's it. Because I'm sacrificing. I'm disciplined because I have a goal that I want and I'm willing to do what it takes to get me there. This same approach applies to finances, guys. If you really want to get out of this matrix that we're being consumed by, it's going to require that you make some difficult choices that are not going to be popular. They're not going to be popular. I have to have conversations with my wife fairly frequently. And we talk about it. We have to remind each other, hey, this is what we're focused on. This is why we're doing this. This is why we're not spending money on this, because this is our goal. I apologize if this is coming across as like too spirited, but man, I want this for you just as bad as I want it for me. That's why I made this YouTube channel. So again, Sorry to go off on a tangent. The video was about Trump putting in the new Fed chair, appointing the new Fed chair, but it all ties in together, guys. It all ties in together. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed. If you stayed around to the end, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Believe it or not, with a small channel like this, it's very, very hard to break the algorithm. So your support definitely helps. So please leave a comment if you watch the video. Like I said, like, subscribe, all of the above. And I appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.